Hello everyone. In this video, we will be solving a hard problem, number 23, merge k sorted list. The problem statement is, we are given an array of k linked list and each linked list is sorted in an ascending order. We need to merge all the linked list into one sorted linked list and return it. In example number 1, we are given 3 linked lists. So if we merge them together and do an ascending order on it, we will get this output. This is a hard problem on LeetCode, but I think it is an easy problem and should not take too much time to understand and come up with a solution. I'll be talking about a couple of approaches to solve this problem. So without wasting any time, let's switch to whiteboard and start discussing. Let's take this as our input. Now, one simple solution to solve this problem is to iterate through all of these list nodes once, collect all the numbers in an array. Once we have completed the iteration and our array is ready, apply sorting on it and then start building a new list node. This is one simple way of solving this problem. We are iterating through all of the list nodes one at a time, collecting all of the node values, adding it to this array, and after we have the array ready, apply sorting on it based on the ascending order, and then start building out the output list node. Now with this solution, our time complexity is O of n because we are iterating through all of the elements in each list node given in the array once. So n is actually the total number of nodes in all of the list nodes. And our space complexity is O of n as we are building this array to hold all of the values. Come to think of it, our time complexity is bit more than O of n because after doing the iteration and collecting this array, we are actually iterating through that array once more to build the list node. So it is technically 2n, but given we are looking at the big O notation, I'll just write it as O of n. Now let me show you how this can be solved in a different way as well. Another way to solve this problem is to separate this array out and solve or merge two arrays at a time. This is similar to merge sort. So here I will start with merging A and B together. Let's call this D. And once D is ready, I will merge C and D together and apply the same logic. And once it is complete, I will get list node E, which will have all of the values from A, B, and C sorted. Similarly, if I have more values in the array, I will continue this iteration. Our time complexity is O of nk, where n is the total number of nodes across all of the list nodes and k is the total number of list nodes given in the array. The reason this time complexity is a bit more than the previous solution is because we are iterating through the nodes multiple times. So here when I completed the iteration from A and B, I have this D ready, but now that I have to merge D with C, I have to again go through the same iteration on the same nodes that I have already gone through. This time complexity is a bit expensive compared to the previous solution. And our space complexity is O of 1 as we are not creating any array or collection or list node to hold temporary values. Whenever we do a merge, we can directly use the output variable that needs to be returned and keep on updating that. Hence, our space complexity is better than the previous solution. I hope you were able to understand both of the explanation that I shared right now. Let me show you how we can implement both of these solutions using C#. So here is the solution for the first approach. In the main method, I start by having a small validation to make sure the input is not null and the count is greater than 0. Then I start this for loop which iterates through all of the list nodes given in the array, and then I'm calling this helper method passing the values. All it will do is iterate through all of the nodes in the given list node, append it to this vals variable. After the iteration is done, the next step is where I am doing an order by on the value and then converting it to array. Once I have the ordered list available, Then the next step is to build the output array. So I have created two variables, current node and the previous node, and start the iteration on this ordered list. At the end, this current node will hold or will be pointing to the head of the list node, and I will return it on line 32. So this is the first solution. Let me show the second one. So here's the second solution. Again, like before, I start with having a validation to make sure that inputs are valid. If the length of my list array is equal to 1, then there's no point of doing any merge, so I just return it as is. The problem statement already says that each list node is already sorted, so we do not need to apply sort within a individual list nodes. So I am not applying any operation on this list of 0 and then just returning it. In the else part, I'm using this current node which will hold the merged value or the output. I'm assigning the list of 0 as my current node and then starting the iteration from I is equal to 1 all the way to the end, and then I start merging. So the first merge is between list of 0 and then list of 1. And once I get the merge result, I am overriding the value for current node. After this for each loop is complete, I will have my output in this current node variable. To merge the two list nodes, I am using this helper method called merge, which accepts two list node, node 1 and node 2, one while loop which will run until node 1 and node 2 both are not null. If both are not null, then we need to compare the value at each pointer. If the pointer at node 1 is higher, then we will add the value at node 2 first and then node 1, and vice versa. Let's say the number of elements in each list nodes are different, so we will run out of one node before the other one. So in that case, we won't be having node 1 and node 2 as null. So we will check if node 1 is null, then we will take the value from node 2, or if node 2 is null, then we will take the value from node 1. Once the while loop is complete, we will have all of the values in this return value variable and we will return it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were able to understand this explanation and the solution. The source code is available on my GitHub repository. Feel free to check that out and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.